Nina, you have shown a bit what ReqIF is. I just shortly want to also show how it looks. So ReqIF is an XML based file, and yeah, I will show it in a few seconds. For that purpose, I created a really short document with just 2 rows. As you can see here, I have 2 rows, heading, second heading, and some other things with a few attributes for each. And this is how it looks in ReqEdit. And this is how it looks in its native XML form. As you can see, it's pretty complicated. You can see here some of the texts that were present in ReqEdit. And yes, editing something in this ReqIF directly would be very complicated with the risks of breaking things, but actually creating something for zero would be almost impossible and a really huge time effort. So that's why in ReqEdit you can do that really easy. So yeah, that was a bit of a technical part for ReqIF. Now we can start with ReqEdit, and I just want to do a quick run over the menus of our application. As you can see, it looks very much like Windows applications. We have the same menus, and under these menus the actions are what you would expect to find there. So under File menu, for example, you can create things, open things, save, print, and everything that you would expect under File. Under Edit, you can find things, edit the content of a document, things like copy, cut, paste, delete, insert, things like that. Under View, we have things that modify how the data is being displayed in the grid. So things like filter, view definitions, sortings, things like that. Under Settings, we have a few menus. The Document menu. In this, we'll go a bit more in depth later. Server page. Here, this is the page where you input the data required to connect to our ReqEdit server client that we might be presenting in a later webinar. Just things like address, username, password, and if your network requires it, you can also set proxy settings. Another one would be the user settings. Here you can change the language. At the moment we only support English and German, and also a few other settings. Let's see, here we have our backup settings, and for this we can think of a small case. Let's say you've been working on a document since morning, and you're leaving for lunch, and you forgot to save your document, and while you're at lunch, something happens, the power drops to your machine, it's shut down, and you lost everything you worked on. But yeah, not with ReqEdit, because as you can see here, we make a backup every 10 minutes in my case. This can be changed, and we make a maximum number of again 10 backups in my case, but this can be changed also. So ReqEdit, as you work, always backs up your document's current state, and it can create quite a few backups. So when you come back from lunch and you see your computer changed, you can just go into your backups folder, select the latest one, and you have all the changes there. And we have a few other settings about doors tables and some cache settings. This will be our user settings. If you go forward, we have here the help menu. Under the help menu, again, things like what you would expect. We have the help contents, which is our documentation. So everything that I am explaining today and much more can be found in here. So if you have an issue, you can definitely just open the documentation. All you need is a PDF reader, and everything is well explained here with screenshots and cases and everything. So this can be your first help in case you need it. Other things under the help menu are the license info, where you can see what type of licenses you have installed. About our application, where you can see the version of the application you have installed, and a check for updates that does a check for update, like it says, and updates your application in case there is a new update, which we do fairly often. Under our menus, we have a toolbar. In the toolbar, we can find many of the actions that are already found in the menus. Things like adding new, open, save. Here we have a few settings for text formattings, filter adding, object adding, deleting, find, replace, and a few others. And also here we have our view menu.